Guess what? The season of giving isn't over just yet. This isn't mistletoe. It is cold, hard cash. And PokerStars.net wants to give some of this to you, the home viewer, tonight. And oh yeah, somebody in our studio is going to play Daniel Negreanu heads up for $1 million, and the action starts right now.
Tonight, on this stage, one of these lives could change forever. Only 4 remain with a shot to win $1 million. It's PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, the challenge of champions. First, they must face off against each other. A Catholic priest and a Boston bad boy.
It's over! He did it!
Both have already taken down 100 grand.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Daniel.
An Iraq War veteran who did enough to land a seat at the big game.
What is your major malfunction?
And the retired New York City cop who rebounded from a loss,
And the match is over for Mike.
winning a second chance at life-changing money. They're all here with a dream, but only one will get the chance to go head-to-head with the poker legend, Daniel Negreanu, for $1 million. One hand, one card, one chance to change a life forever. This is PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, the challenge of champions.
From Garden City, South Carolina, he is America's favorite poker-playing priest, Father Andrew Trapp. Father Trapp, our first $100,000 winner, promises if he wins the million, he will donate it to rebuild the church in his hometown. From Tulsa, Oklahoma, an Iraq War veteran, let's have a hand for Sergeant Denny Luna. Sergeant Luna, our Show 2 winner, says he'll use the $1 million to secure the future of his 3 kids back in Oklahoma. From Raynham, Massachusetts, a 31-year-old liquor salesman whose nickname is The Truth, Brian Barboza. Brian also took home 100 grand in Show 3, and he says he'll retire if he's lucky enough to win the big money. And finally, from New York, a 53-year-old former NYPD detective sergeant and 9/11 first responder, Mike Kosowski. Mike lost his first-round match, but since no other player won in Show 4, all the qualifiers played a tournament, which Mike won to earn his seat tonight. If he wins, Mike says he'll donate a portion of his winnings to the 9/11 Scholarship Fund. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for our finalists. Hello, everybody. I am Chris Rose, and welcome to the championship round of the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge. How we doing, guys? Are all right? How we feeling? I know you want to deal the cards and get going, but a few simple rules. As you can see, this is a 4-player table tournament. No limit Texas Hold'em. Everybody starts with the same amount of chips. The bad news is when you have no more chips in front of you, the journey is over. The good news is last player standing pockets $100,000. That's merely just the beginning, because the champion will go on and play our poker legend, Daniel Negreanu, heads up for $1 million. Now, guys, because tonight is so unique, we have a very special poker dealer for you. He makes his living actually on your side of the table, a true poker superstar. He's the leading tournament money winner of all time. Let's bring out the star of our show, Daniel Negreanu.
I'm dealing. How you doing? What's up, guys?
What's going on, my friend? How are you, all right?
I'm good. I'm new to this whole dealing thing, but you guys will take it easy on me, right?
Okay. Now you have been the coach for each one of these 4 men, and they're just a step shy of playing you for $1 million. Give them some last advice for us.
Well, like I told y'all guys before, you know, there's really only one spot here that is worth anything, and that's number 1. So it's all about going for it. There's no sense coming second, because that doesn't do you any good.
Anybody want to go play Daniel for $1 million? Any of you guys?
I'd love to.
Oh, you guys would like to. All right. In the meantime, dealer Daniel, take your seat.
All right.
Everybody understand the rules? Okay, let's take a deep breath. There's $1 million on the line. Let's play the championship round of the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge.
Not a lot of people get a chance to play for $1 million. Not a lot of people do. Not a chance this good either. Then you got to try to beat me. It's not going to be easy. You did it once already, and so did you.
We all figured we'd take you in the back and rough you up a little bit.
Oh, that's not going to work. I don't intimidate easily.
So we are underway. Blinds at 2 and 400. Sergeant Denny Luna first to act with 6-4 suited and folds. Father Andrew Trapp is next with ace-4 offsuit, reaching for chips.
Make it 1,200.
1,200's a bet.
Dealer Daniel on his game early. Brian Barboza's next and folds his rags. Former New York City cop Mike Kosowski, king-jack suited.
Call.
Calls.
You said call, yes?
Yes.
Yes, he did. So Father Andrew Trapp and Mike Kosowski to see the first flop. Jack 9-9, top pair for Mike.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. You still got the jack.
2,000.
2,000 the bet over to Father Andrew Trapp, who's totally whiffed on the flop. But he is reaching for chips. Wonder what he's thinking here.
I'll raise you 3 more thousand.
Okay, he's making it 5. 3,000 more to call.
Call.
All right.
The priest on a bluff, the former detective not intimidated. This is not what the Padre wanted to see. Daniel puts out a 7 on the turn.
Back to the razor.
Mike checks.
Razor smiles.
Let's see if the Padre has the nerve to fire another bluff at it.
Check.
Nope.
Whoa, that was like a balk right there. And the river card.
8 of diamonds puts a straight and flush draw on the board. Kind of a scary card.
5,000.
Mike's not scared. He puts out 5,000. The father with not much of a hand. I wonder what he's thinking.
Catholic, huh? Yeah.
You know I'm a good Catholic boy.
You have to go to confession after this one, you think?
Hey, bluffing's not lying, right? Didn't you tell me that?
No, it's not.
If it is, I've sinned way too many times.
Well, now that Daniel's gotten that off his chest, all that's left is for Father Andrew to fold, which he does.
All right, take it down. Big pot.
So Mike Kosowski off to a great start, hoping he'll be the one to play for $1 million tonight. If you want a chance to win some cash, here's my co-host Michelle Nunes to tell you how.
Thanks, Chris. If you're already a member of PokerStars.net, you're all set. If not, grab your laptop, go get the free game software at www.pokerstars.net, and wait for a big announcement later in the show. There's $20,000 on the line tonight, and you could win from the comfort of your couch. So stay tuned.
Thanks, Michelle. All of our players have brought along friends and family for support tonight. But for Father Andrew Trapp, his real support comes from his congregation in Garden City, South Carolina, and the church he looks to rebuild if he wins the $1 million.
We really need a new church here at St. Michael's because this church was built gradually over many years. It's really old, it's too small for our needs, and it's really vulnerable if a hurricane comes or something like that. A lot of our local other Catholic groups around here, they kind of joke about us as like the Walmart church. And so we're hoping to build a church that's going to be big enough for us. It's going to be really beautiful. We keep talking about it. We're trying to use our time, our talents, and our treasure to contribute to our church fund. God gave me a gift of playing cards and that interest, that hobby, and I could put it to use to help build our church. I mean, that just was really exciting for me.
Lift up your hearts.
It's been really moving to me, very touching to see all the support of the parishioners here at St. Michael's, and I really have a lot of comfort knowing that I'm going out there with their prayers, and I think hopefully I can bring back some good news for them.
The church is almost $1 million shy of its goal right now. If the Padre goes all the way tonight, he says they will start breaking ground immediately. Well, back to the action, which starts with Brian Barboza.
Much to work with.
Tosses his hand, and so does Big Mike. Sergeant Denny Luna, King 5.
I just call.
Makes the call. Father Trapp, looking down at 8-7 offsuit. Checks, and we'll see our second flop. The Iraq War veteran and father of 3 against, well, just a father. The flop, King 7-7, top pair for Denny. Trips for Father Andrew. This could get interesting.
800.
Denny bets 800. Father Andrew, yes, you still have trips. Let's see if he raises right here. No, just makes the smooth call. Very patient. The father perhaps setting a trap for the military man. The turn, a 9 of hearts. No help for Denny.
Same bet. 800.
But with top pair, Denny fires another 800. Father Andrew has Denny in bad shape. Let's see if he makes a raise this time.
And a call.
Just another call. Maybe the father's worried that Denny has a 7 as well. The river, a jack. Let's see if this slows Denny down.
1200.
Nope. Still likes his pair of kings. Father Andrew, deep in thought. We know he has the hand one, but does he? Is he thinking about raising or just calling? He's reaching for chips.
Call.
Just calls.
Kings and 7s with a jack.
Got a 7.
You've got 3 7s. 3
Nice
7s
hand.
takes it down.
Thank you.
Wow. You didn't see that coming, did you?
So Denny Luna takes a major hit to his chip stack while the Padre gets a bunch back. His poker buddy, Father Marty, can see the new stained glass windows in his head as we get closer to one of these men playing Daniel for $1 million.
If you want to be a contestant on PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, log on to the website, www.pokerstars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. Welcome back to PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, the challenge of champions.
The match to see who plays Daniel Negreanu for $1 million continues. All 4 players still left in the fight, including Brian Barboza, our Show 3 winner, who already pocketed $100 grand. Once again, he's brought back his poker buddies Cliff and Miles, and even though they rib him pretty good, they still can't curb his enthusiasm.
You want to know about Brian Barboza? We're going to tell you about Brian Barboza.
I'm Miles. I've known Brian since the 9th grade.
I'm Cliff, and I've known Brian for 18 years. Huh. Nickname.
Started with Bobo.
Then it went to Party Brian.
Then it was Bobes.
Then it was Bo.
What else do we got? Since this started, it's been Hollywood. Boston Brian.
Ever since Brian won the 100 grand, his head's so big he could barely fit through the door.
I guess 100,000 makes somebody instantly a ladies' man. The only problem we have with this show is you guys showed us doing a chest bump, and we never do that. But anything to support our boy.
Brian, go get that $1 million. Drinks are on you.
Yeah! Woo! Oh, Miles still looks a little annoyed we showed that chest bump. Still, I think all will be forgiven if Brian wins the $1 million. Well, here is a reminder of how these 4 qualified for the Challenge of Champions. The best way in, beat Daniel Negreanu for $100,000 in the preliminary round. That's what Brian and Father Trapp did. Or advance the furthest among the qualifiers in the group in which you played. That's how Denny got here. Finally, if everyone in your group lost in the first round, win the consolation tournament, which is how Mike made it. Our up-to-the-minute chip count, Mike Kosowski on the big stack, while at the bottom, Denny Luna's in bad shape. He'll need to make a quick move or he's going to be out of here. The Sergeant, first to act, Ace-6. Is it time to go?
I'm all in.
All right, Denny's all in.
It is. Too rich for Father Andrew. Action on Party Brian. That's for you, Miles. Ace-8. Brian's been patient so far. Denny would be in terrible shape if Brian makes the call. Kind of a tense moment for the Sergeant.
It's gonna fold it.
Wow, he gives it up. Over to Mike, the former New York City cop with pocket 5s.
I'll call.
Makes the call. So Denny Luna's tournament life and shot at $1 million is on the line.
This is your shot.
This is it.
Kind of nerve-wracking because it's out of your hands now. Yep. It's all up to the dealer. Okay, and here it comes.
The flop. 3-9 jack.
No help there for the ace-6. 2-5 still in the lead.
So Mike now a 3-1 favorite to eliminate 38-year-old Denny Luna. His girlfriend Cindy, a poker dealer back home in Oklahoma, praying for an ace or a 6. To the turn.
Oh no! 5.
That's it as Mike hits his set. So Denny Luna, the 38-year-old sergeant in the Army National Guard, is the first one knocked out. His $1 million dream is over. Cindy and Denny's friend Alan are there to console him.
I love you. Good job, Denny. Good job.
Well, Denny Luna still has the 25 grand he won on show 2, and now he'll take a place along with Cindy to see whose dream comes true. Action now continues three-handed, and here's where we stand. Father Andrew Trapp with a few more chips than when he started. Brian Barboza getting a little low with just 14,000. And Mike Kosowski, the 9/11 first responder, with over half the chips on the table.
3 of the best. Action will be on the button.
Brian looks down at ace-8 again, this time suited. Let's see how he plays it this time.
Raise the 4.
Okay, it's raising to 4,000.
Action over to Big Mike. Pocket 8s. Let's see what he does.
Make it 8.
All right, making it 8,000.
Father Andrew folds. Action back on Brian.
4 more to call. 4,000 more to call.
I'm all in.
All in over here.
Cool.
All in and a call.
So here we go again. Big Mike has Brian all in and in pretty bad shape.
I got one of my
He's got the
outs,
hands.
too.
He's got the hands.
Got one of my outs, too.
Big favorite here.
No bullets.
Austin Brian needs a bullet.
No bullets. No clubs.
An ace, also known as a bullet. That's what Brian's looking for. And there it is! Brian takes a commanding lead in the hand. Cliff and Miles see their man's in good shape.
It's 1-8 left.
We got 1 card.
1 out.
1 out of the deck.
Mike rooting for the only 8 in the deck. It's a 5.
1 card from a double up.
Unless the 1-8 in the deck comes.
On 8.
The 8 of diamonds. Brian Barboza will double up and get himself right back in this match. To the river card. It's the 8 of diamonds!
Oh my God.
I can't believe I just did that.
Brian Barboza is eliminated.
That's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry, dude. Wow.
What are you gonna do?
An 8, the only card in the deck.
Brian, I'm sorry, man.
What are you
Only
gonna do?
card in the deck.
What are you gonna
Brian
do?
taking his bad beat with a lot of grace. His fellow competitors give him a hand. What a tough way for $1 million dream to end.
Okay, good job.
Father Andrew Trapp doesn't have many chips, but he does have a prayer. While Mike Kosowski, rolling over the table, has his eyes on a bigger prize. One of these men will play Daniel Negreanu for $1 million. See who it'll be when we come back. Welcome back to PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, the challenge of champions. Here's Michelle News.
Later tonight, there will be a $20,000 free roll tournament on PokerStars.net. To play, just go to the website and enter the password, which we'll reveal later in the show. It's free to play, but the winner picks up a cool $20,000. Where else do you get a deal like that? Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle. So who will play Daniel Negreanu for $1 million? Mike Kosowski, a former detective from Staten Island celebrating a big chip stack, and his 25th anniversary with his wife, Fran. Or Father Andrew Trapp. He says he'll rebuild his church if he wins the $1 million, but right now he just needs to rebuild his stack. And of course, Daniel's still our celebrity dealer.
Quite a ride you guys have had down to the last 2. Nervous? A little bit. You gotta be nervous. A big moment. Huh?
Still nervous.
You ever had $1 million before?
Never.
Mike, you ever played poker against a Catholic priest before?
The first time.
First time. All right.
First time.
Action begins with Father Trapp, who looks down at 6-7 suited and makes the call. Mike with 9-5 checks.
Play.
We're gonna have a flop.
Thank you, Daniel. Here it is. 9-8-4. Oh, a straight draw for Father Andrew and top pair for Big Mike.
With our friends, whenever I get low on chips, I always declare I'm going into little engine that could mode, you know, little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can't. So right
That's where
here,
you're at right
here we
now.
go. I'm in little engine that could mode.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
If you're in a little engine that could, then I'm gonna put you all in.
All in?
All in.
All in. Big bet here.
If he calls, it's the father whose tournament life is at risk.
Call.
He's called. We got an all in and a call. Straight draw here. Pair of nines. Wow.
This could be it.
Pair of nines for Mike. Straight draw.
A little engine. All right.
Good luck, Father.
Thank you. Well, bad call on my part.
This could be it right here.
So if Mike Kozlowski's hand holds up, he's going to have a shot at $1 million.
The big moment.
To the turn. A 7 of diamonds.
Okay, that gives him a few extra outs. Now he can catch a 7. 6 won't be good because he'll make a straight. So he needs a 5, 7, or a 10. Otherwise, we're going to play for some big money.
Okay.
I need my other rosary again. You know.
Oh, he's pulling out all the stops. It's that time.
You know, my buddies are gonna yell at me because I don't have my rosaries on me.
You got that one out last time, so I got more than one out. Maybe you could, like, you know.
My heart is pounding so much right now.
You see the outs on the screen. Unless one of those cards comes,
Here we go.
the match is over.
Here it comes.
And that's it! Mike wins $100,000 and will play for $1 million.
Comeback kid, huh?
Mike, come on over here. $100,000, my friend. What are you thinking about right now?
It's the toughest match to play against, you know, a guy like this. You know, playing against God.
Father, you were our first contestant on this show, and I think you all took us by storm. You won $100,000 right out of the gate, and you had so many people that followed you, and I'm sure it was probably kind of touching for you as well.
It was. It was a wild roller coaster, and hope you do some good with that money. You know.
Thank you. Thank you. I will.
Mike, what do you think about playing this guy over here for $1 million? How's that sound? Guys, we are going to do that when we come back on the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge. Hold tight, all right?
If you want to be a contestant on PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, log on to the website, www.pokerstars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get him. We're gonna win.
Got it, big guy.
Welcome back to PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge. Hundreds of thousands have tried, but now only one remains.
Mike Kozlowski.
Former New York City cop Mike Kozlowski has turned disappointment into opportunity. After losing on an earlier show, the 9/11 first responder won a consolation match and another chance at $1 million. And tonight, he knocked out the 3 remaining hopefuls.
Oh my God.
I can't believe I just did that.
So it all comes down to this. Mike Kozlowski versus poker superstar Daniel Negreanu. Heads up for $1 million. Once again, your host, Chris Rowe.
And we continue on with Mike Kozlowski, our retired detective sergeant from New York. Just won $100,000, and you are inching closer to that $1 million match. How you feeling right now, okay?
Chris, it's amazing. It's a dream come true. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna get him. And, there's not too many shots at $1 million many people get. I thank God I have this shot. I'm just gonna do my best to beat him.
Well, listen, buddy, I know you're trying to get focused as well, but there's some people that want to wish you good luck, so standing by back here in our Poker Buddy room. You got your wife, Fran, your daughter, Rachel, your friend, Christina. All right, Fran, do you have any final words before he sits down at the felt?
I sure do, Chris. Mikey, I love you. Good luck. Don't let Daniel intimidate you, even though I love him so much, too. And just play your game, honey.
All right, ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You'll be able to watch the entire match back there, backstage, just like our viewers at home. So root them on, all right? Give them a little New York love.
Come on, Daddy. You can
That
do
away.
it.
All right. Listen, buddy, you got the whole world rooting for you. The whole world. So there's just one person standing in the way of you and $1 million. Granted, he's a pretty good poker player. I'll give him that. He has won 4 World Series of Poker bracelets. You ready to sit down with him?
I'm ready. I am ready.
Let's bring him back out. Daniel Negreanu.
Ready for this? How you doing? Good luck.
All right, Mike, we know what you're playing for. Daniel, however, there's also some money on the line for you as well in your charity.
That's right, I'm playing for the Lily Claire Foundation.
Very good. And $100,000 will go to the Lily Claire Foundation if you end up upending Mike. So, guys, very simple rules. You both start with the same amount of chips. Heads up poker. No timeouts to utilize throughout the match. One-on-one. Mike, you dreamt about this moment, playing Daniel. It has now become reality. You all set?
Yes, I am.
Daniel, all set?
I'm ready to play.
Best of luck, my friend. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.
It is time right now to play the $1 million match of the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge. If Mike wins the million, he will donate a portion to the 9/11 Scholarship Fund, a charity that he and his family have benefited from.
So you've had quite a miracle run to get here.
Yes, I did.
And you're probably going to need another one. Just saying, because I'm ready.
You can say whatever you want.
A little trash talk?
Miracles do happen.
That's for sure.
And the action's here at 500 to call.
Mike looks down at ace deuce.
Raise.
Raises to 2,500. And Daniel with the pair of ladies. This could get very interesting right off the bat.
I'm going to raise you another 5,000 more.
5,000 on top. 75 is the total bet.
So on the very first hand, Mike has a big decision to make.
Did you catch a pair?
Huh? You just don't believe I have anything, right? You think I'm trying to push you around?
Right, I think
Might
you're
be
trying to
true.
push it.
Amazing that a little guy like me could push a guy like you around, huh?
Yeah.
It's the only place, the only environment where I can feel comfortable being the bully.
Oh, Danny's pretty too.
It's only 5,000.
You know, only 5,000 in chips.
You can afford it.
You know, before, you gave me 2 cards like this, and the flop came out that way, but I don't think it'll happen.
You're gonna make a flush or something, no?
And Mike folds.
No, I think I had you beat. I had 2 queens.
Oh, thank God.
So Daniel scoops the first pot of the match.
I was hoping you'd play.
Yeah, that was swell. Could have caught a bullet and knocked you right out.
Oh, you had an ace?
I had an ace.
All or nothing now. Then again, you already got something. You made your 100,000.
Yes, I did.
You're doing good.
100,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But $1 million's more.
Yeah, $1 million is more.
Action continues with Daniel. Queen 6.
2,000.
Raises to 2,000. Mike with 5-7 suited.
I'll call.
Mike makes the call, and we'll go to the flop. Queen 7-8, all diamonds. Top pair for Daniel, bottom pair for Mike.
2,000.
2,000.
He comes out firing, makes it 2,000.
I'm doing the diamond check, you know? See if I have a diamond. There's 3 there. 2 here is 5. That's a flush. Okay, call.
Daniel makes the call. I don't think that's what Mike wanted to see. The turn is another 7, so Mike has hit trips and takes a big lead in the hand.
5,000.
5,000.
The former detective sergeant keeping the pressure on. Let's see if Daniel can figure out where he's at.
I call.
And he makes the call. Daniel way behind, going to the river.
Oh, Mikey!
Remember, in the Poker Buddies room, Fran and the girls could see the hold cards and they like what they see. The river's a jack, so that means Mike cannot lose the hand unless he folds.
5,000.
And he's not folded.
Uh-oh. Really? What do you got over there, buddy? Did you get lucky and catch a 7? You get lucky and catch a 7, or are we splitting this pot with a queen? What do you think?
Well, think about it. You are a genius when it comes going back and forth.
I'm a little worried that you hit the 7, and you made 3 7s on the turn.
Let me check.
He did, didn't he? Oh, no. I have to see it.
Daniel pays to see it.
There it is.
He had the 7.
7.
Oh, no. Oh, good hand. I had the queen.
I know.
A big hand for Big Mike.
Keep doing it, Mikey. Keep doing it. Come on, more like that.
I was right. He had the 7. I just forgot to fold. But you know what? You made a good bet. 5,000 was a good bet. I wouldn't have called more.
Well, you taught me that.
Mike now has a commanding lead over his former teacher, Daniel. But with the stakes this high, playing in the poker game of his life, will his nerves hold up? Find out when we come back.
Welcome back to PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, the $1 Million Match. Here's Michelle News.
Later tonight, there will be a $20,000 free roll tournament on PokerStars.net. To play, just go to the website and enter the password Daniel in all capital letters. Daniel. It's free, and $20,000 goes to the winner. The action begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, and the only way to win is to play. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle. Mike Kosowski, a 9/11 first responder and former New York detective sergeant, has the lead, hoping to realize a dream he had about beating Daniel to win $1 million. Mike's family cheering him on in our Poker Buddies room.
Come on, Mikey. Come on, Daddy. You ready? Let's go.
But for Mike, the emotions of this day are a far cry from those of a day in September of 2001.
I was in my office, and we saw the first plane actually fly right over the precinct. You knew it was going to be the worst day of your life. In less than 2 minutes, we were there. It was just running into every kind of misery. I was right underneath the South Tower when it came down. It was like a herd of cattle, people knocking people over, I'm picking people up. I got blown like anywhere from 8 to 10 feet, running into the World Financial Center to save my life. I was trapped with people in there. We moved those people out over the debris. When I came out, I couldn't see a thing in front of my face. Just thinking, the most important thing to me is to get home to my wife and kids. And to get somebody to come with me, you know, and get some people out of there. And I made some of the best decisions of my life. I was really a lucky person. There's not too many guys could say they were right underneath that tower and tell a story. I've been a fighter my whole life. It comes from a family that I grew up with, 7 brothers and sisters, my mother and father. And it comes from my wife, who's my inspiration, and my kids. That's it. And my little dog, Joe. You know, that's where it comes from. This is like something else. It's so exciting, you don't know. You know, thinking about things that I'm gonna be doing with that $1 million when I win it. And everybody's always supported me. And I wanna be able to support all of them too. Play the cards right, make the right decisions. Like I've made before in my life, make those decisions and everything's gonna come out great.
Mike suffered injuries from his heroics on 9/11 and turned to poker as a distraction from the pain. And once again, if he wins, he'll donate a portion to the 9/11 Scholarship Fund. But Daniel, of course, playing for his charity, the Lily Claire Foundation, looking at King Deuce.
Call.
Makes the call. Mike with 6-5 offsuit.
Play.
Checks. We'll go to the flop. 6-8-8. Mike in control.
2,000.
2,000 is the bet.
Okay, at this point, I think you have absolutely nothing. So I'm not folding. You got nothing, right? This time, nothing. See if he bluffs again.
Daniel's radar a bit off as we go to the turn. Another 6 and a full house for Mike.
All in.
Really? Are you serious? I don't believe him. Are you serious? Just like that, huh? Well, I think you're bluffing. The problem is I don't really have that much of a hand. All right, I'll live to fight another day. Good bluff.
Daniel folds.
You got away with one.
Actually, Mike had the goods. Again.
Oh, man.
53-year-old Mike Kosowski now has a dominant chip lead and has poker superstar Daniel Negreanu on the ropes.
He's tough.
See if Big Mike can apply the knockout and take home $1 million when we come back. Welcome back to the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge, the $1 Million Match, where 53-year-old former New York City police detective and 9/11 first responder Mike Kosowski's having the night of his life. He's already knocked out 3 other hopefuls for $100 grand and is seated at our $1 Million table against Daniel Negreanu, who's playing for $100,000 for his charity. Mike's wife, daughter, and family friend are rooting him on from the soundproof Poker Buddies room as Mike has nearly a 3-to-1 chip advantage over Daniel. If he holds on, he'll become a millionaire. Blinds now 2 and 4,000. Mike with 10-6 suited.
Cool.
Mike makes the call. Daniel, Jack deuce.
Let's see a flop.
Checks. To the flop. Deuce 3-10. Daniel hits bottom pair.
Check.
And checks.
4.
Mike bets 4,000 with top pair. Daniel not a believer as he makes the call. To the turn. The 8 of clubs. No help to Daniel. He checks.
4.
Mike keeps on firing, making it 4,000 more to go.
You're not bluffing this time, are you? Are you? You can answer the question. You don't have to. You can't tell me?
I can't tell you if I'm bluffing or not.
Because I got a little hand here. But I feel like you got me beat. So I'm going to throw it away.
Daniel folds. So Mike continues to pile up the chips. Meanwhile, Daniel makes another good fold. Looks like he might be getting a little frustrated, while Mike inching closer to that $1 million payday. Lines now at 3 and 6,000. Action will begin on Daniel.
And the action's here, 3 to call.
King 4 offsuit.
We're going all in.
All in.
Moving all in. This could be it. Mike looking down at 7-5.
Why not?
You calling?
Yeah, I'll call.
All right.
He makes the call.
I got one good one. Got a king. Okay, you got a 7-5.
Yeah.
14 total is what I got. You beat me once with this exact hand, the 7-5.
Daniel remembering the hand that turned the match earlier. If Mike Kosowski gets lucky again, he is a millionaire. To the flop.
There's a king. King. Oh, now you need an 8. That would be sick. I got a king. He needs an 8. An 8. An 8, and it's over. An 8, and it's over.
Come on.
Remember, Mike caught the 1-8 left in the deck earlier tonight to knock out Brian Barboza. If he catches an 8 again, this match is over. The turn.
6. It's a good one for me. No 8. Back in action.
So Daniel in good shape to double up and work his way right back into this match. Only an 8 will give Mike the $1 million.
Your heart's got to be pumping right now.
Yeah, it is.
We go to the river. 8-8, and Mike wins!
Oh my gosh! Congratulations. The 8 is your lucky card. Huh?
Thank you.
The 8 is your lucky card, my wife. Unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. I don't believe it. We did it. I can't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet America's newest millionaire, Mike Kosowski.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
For a guy who has spent his entire life protecting and serving Americans, what does it feel like to be a millionaire?
Tell you right now, I just want to cry, but and I'm serious. And Dan said before, you're looking for a miracle? I think I've had my miracles, and now it's time to share them, you know. And I was blessed with these beautiful people here, my family. Love my son, Mike. You're home.
Mikey. I love you. I love you, Mike. Nan, you're home. My brothers and sisters, and my dog, Joe DiMaggio, too. I love yous all, and we're going to come home. We're going to have a great anniversary party, everything. And it's like a feeling that you get, and you know that it's great. Thank you. Thank you.
Mike Kosowski, congratulations. You're a wonderful champion. Thank you so much. And thank you to our coach as well, Daniel Negreanu. You taught all these guys so well, buddy. Great job.
Good job.
But folks, you know what? Mike just showed this could be you at some point in the future. So Mike Kosowski, congratulations. Thanks very much for playing.
Thanks, Chris.
And we will see you next time right here on the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge. Have a great night, everybody.
This could be you. If you want your shot at $1 million, log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day.
I don't even remember the game.
It went well.
I don't even remember the
Don't forget, tonight there will be a $20,000 free roll tournament on PokerStars.net. To play, go to the website and enter the password Daniel in all capital letters. Good luck, everybody. Guest rooms for contestants were furnished by the Sheraton Universal, the Hotel of the Stars.
Yeah!